The heavy silence of the Connor living room was punctuated only by the rhythmic thumping of the dryer in the distance. Darlene sat hunched over the kitchen table, her phone still warm against her ear. She let out a long, shaky exhale that seemed to carry the weight of her entire financial history. "So, I just got off the phone with the bank," Darlene began, her voice flat with a mixture of disbelief and exhaustion. "And apparently, I have gone past overdrafting to something they're going to call backdraft, which effectively means my bank account is on fire." Ben, standing by the counter and rubbing his tired eyes, looked over at her. "I know it is rough, Darlene, but until we sell some actual ads, there is just no money coming in. I am out there busting my posterior every single day, but it is just really tough to get people to commit their hard-earned cash to a magazine that does not exist yet." Darlene looked at him, her eyes searching for a flicker of hope she couldn't find in herself. "So what are you saying? You are saying this magazine may not actually happen?" "I do not know," Ben admitted, leaning his heavy frame against the wood. "I told you from the start that new businesses are incredibly hard to get off the ground." "Well, I do not know what I am going to do then," Darlene whispered, her fingers tracing the edge of a past due bill. "I was barely getting by when I actually had a job. I haven't worked in months. I have maxed out all my credit cards, including the one that came in Becky's name that she does not even know about yet. I am going to have to get another job, Ben. But what am I going to do? Other than writing, I am basically unemployable in the modern economy." "Oh, come on," Ben countered, trying to inject some optimism into the room. "You are going to be fine. You have lots of skills. Just do not make me name them right now because my brain is fried." The sound of the laundry room door opening announced Becky's arrival. "Well, are the machines empty?" she asked, carrying a basket of mismatched socks. "Hey, it is great to get to see you when you come over to do laundry, Darlene. But is there a way I can enjoy your company that does not cost me water and electricity?" "I am not going back to the laundromat, Becky," Darlene snapped. "Last time I went, I caught some weirdo smelling one of my bras. I do not care if he works there or not. It is not cool." Becky sighed, setting the basket down. "Hey, Harris works at Price Warehouse. Maybe she could help get you a job there." Darlene winced as if she had been physically struck. "Oh, God, has it come to that? All right, I guess I could ask her, but she wouldn't even let me work in her pretend bakery when she was 7 years old. She said I depressed the customers." A few minutes later, Harris walked through the front door, looking weary in her blue store vest. Darlene pounced immediately. "Hey, quick question. Is Price Warehouse hiring?" "Yeah," Harris replied, tossing her keys on the counter. "Do you know someone who is looking for a job? I desperately need a carpool buddy to split the gas." "Yes, it is me," Darlene said, forced a smile that looked more like a grimace. "Your mommy." Harris froze, her face falling into an expression of pure horror. I just remembered. I just got the newsletter. All the positions have been filled. It is crazy timing. Truly." "Harris, I wouldn't ask if I didn't really need this," Darlene said, her voice dropping the sarcasm for a rare moment of vulnerability. "I am going to lose my car." Harris let out a long, dramatic sigh accompanied by a massive eye roll. "Okay, fine. I will refer you. But I am not going to lie to them. I will say you are my mother and I kind of know you. That is it." The scene shifted to the local tavern, where Dan Connor was squinting at a man sitting with Jackie. "Hey, Beck," Dan whispered. "Who is the dude with Jackie?" "She is dating him," Becky replied, cleaning a glass behind the bar. Dan stood up, adjusting his belt. "Okay, for once I am going to vet the guy before he leaves her as a shattered record on the floor." He walked over to the table. "Hey, Jack, what is up?" "Not much," Jackie said, looking nervous. "Good to see you, Dan. Your takeout order is on the counter." "Don't mind if I do," Dan said, extending a hand to the stranger. Dan Connor, Jackie's brother-in-law. "Ron Dunchek," the man replied, shaking Dan's hand firmly. "I am sorry for interrupting, but I love to meet new people." "What is it you do for a living, Ron?" Dan asked, his protective instincts on high alert. "I am retired," Ron explained. "I had parsley farms. Made a great living on something people pick out of their food and set on the edge of their plate." "What a coincidence," Dan chuckled. "I throw away your product every time I see it." "Wow." He paused, looking at Ron's hand. "I cannot help admiring that wedding ring, Ron. What a beauty." "Happily married 30 years, Ron said proudly. "And here she is now." Dan looked at Jackie, confused. "I am sorry. Becky told me this was a date. It is, Ron said simply. Dan, this is my lovely wife, Janelle. Hi, Dan, Janelle said, joining them with a pleasant smile. I am confused, Dan said, backing away slowly. So I am going to go. Have a nice time doing whatever each of you thinks this is. He retreated to the bar where Becky was waiting. What the hell is going on? You told me she was dating that guy. Oh, she is, Becky said, her eyes twinkling. And the girl. The guy and the girl. You getting this, old-timer? Back at the table, Ron and Janelle leaned in toward Jackie. So, Jackie, we are all having a great time, and it just seems like things would naturally progress to the next level. And we were just wondering, Janelle added, how many times do you usually go out with someone before? You know, you sleep with them? Oh, goodness, Jackie stammered, her face turning a bright shade of pink. I do not know. 30, 40 times. What were you guys thinking? So we are there, Ron said with a straight face. Okay, Jackie said, her brain spinning. How does this work? Do you go make a sandwich while we are doing it? And then when you two are doing it, do I go make a sandwich? Or am I the sandwich? Janelle thought all three of us should be together, Ron explained. Yeah, right, Jackie muttered. Because when I Googled thruple, that seemed to be pretty standard. Yeah, I think it would make everybody the most comfortable, Janelle said. I have never been with a woman. Jackie, have you? Just myself, Jackie replied. But that has not gone well lately. The next morning, Darlene and Harris stood in the manager's office at Price Warehouse. Harris was wearing a bright, forced smile. Hey, Harris. What do you think? Darlene asked, gesturing to their matching blue vests. Like a mother-daughter beauty pageant. We wear these, huh? You got the job, Darlene, the manager announced. Congratulations. So, Harris, who is going to be training our newest and oldest team member? Well, Harris began. I was trying to decide who was going to train your mom. Then I thought, hey, what is more comfortable than being trained by your own child? The manager looked at Harris. Do you have any kids? No, I do not, Harris replied. Okay, the manager said. Then this makes more sense. Once the manager left, Darlene turned to her daughter. I cannot believe they are making me do this. Oh, you think this is bad for you? Harris countered. Try taking orders from the person who once took off her diaper and made me chase her through the entire O'Hare airport. Suddenly, a small, whirring machine bumped into Darlene's ankle. Whoa, what was that? That is Schneider, Harris explained. He is one of our automated associates who sweeps the floor. Oh, well, I think he just hit me on purpose, Darlene grumbled. It is a robot, Mom, Harris sighed. You are just so small. He probably thought you were something that fell off a shelf. Okay, let us get to work. I am now going to show you how we do the Price Warehouse fold. So, arm, shoulder. Shoulder. Chop. Flip. Your turn. Darlene attempted the move with a sweatshirt, ending up with a tangled ball of fabric. No, Harris said. No. No. Good God. Harris, Darlene groaned. Does it have to be exactly that way? Yes, Harris insisted. Sheila is going to be judging me on how well I train you. So make sure everything in this section is folded properly while I finish the inventory. Just follow the one I did. Okay, Darlene muttered, grabbing another shirt. Arm, shoulder. Shoulder. Chop. Flip. Oh, yeah. Who is your mommy now? A customer approached the table. Oh, I am sorry, the woman said, looking at a stack. I think maybe your size is on the bottom. It is on the bottom, Darlene said, her voice rising. The bottom. The very bottom. It is on the damn bottom. No. Go home. Harris rushed over. I am so sorry, ma'am. I am a sales associate. How may I help you? I am looking for an extra large, the customer said, looking rattled. Of course, Harris said sweetly. That is just right here. On the bottom. Somebody should have told you. Once the customer left, Harris turned on Darlene. You cannot tell the customers to go home. Not even the stupid ones. Darlene asked. You asked for this job, and what you do reflects on me. Harris shouted. So get it together and fold these. First 3 letters of associate are what, Mom? What did you say? Darlene asked. Well, nothing, Harris muttered. Nothing. That evening, Darlene collapsed on the couch at home. How was your first day? Dan asked. I folded sweatshirts for 8 hours and a robot pushed himself against me repeatedly. Did you report it? Dan asked. Because you will never win. Robots cover up for other robots. The real problem is they made Harris my boss, Darlene groaned. Ha ha ha. Dan laughed. Oh my God, that is hilarious. They just made me a Price Warehouse customer for life. Ben walked into the room, and the entire family stopped and stared. Hey, Dan said. What the hell happened to your face? What do you mean, what happened? Ben asked, touching his smooth chin. I shaved. Without asking me, Darlene asked. I need your permission to do something with my own face? Well, yeah, Darlene said. I am the one that has to look at it all day. Well, what is wrong with my face? Ben asked, feeling self-conscious. There is just too much of it, Darlene said. So you are saying I am fat? Oh, no. 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 Of course not, Darlene corrected. It is just your face. You have got a fat face. Oh. Hey, Becky said, trying to change the subject. Bring little Bev up. I will take care of her for you. Nah, Ben said. She is going to look at all this pale flesh and be confused because there is no nipple on it. Look, I thought I would have a better shot at selling ads as a clean-cut businessman, and I was right. These newly revealed dimples just got the guy at Garage Depot interested in running a high-page spread. Oh my God, that is fantastic, Darlene said. Now I can tell Harris I am quitting and then make her fold all my sweatshirts as a parting gift. Whoa, hang on, Ben said. He won't do anything until he sees a sample of the new magazine first. I need articles, the layout, everything. All right. Well, how long do I have? Darlene asked. As soon as possible. I do not want to lose this guy. These dimples only mesmerize for so long. Upstairs, Jackie was standing in front of a mirror, looking frantic. Hey, what do you think? She asked Darlene. Does this look right for a fancy restaurant? Should I change? I should change. You look fine, Jackie, Darlene said. Why are you so nervous? Tonight is the night with Ron and Janelle, Jackie whispered. I shaved my entire body. I do not know who is going where, so I cleared the decks. Ready for this? Darlene asked. Yeah, I really care about them, Jackie said. And sex is a natural expression of closeness between BA people. Dan, who was walking by, stopped in the doorway. Sorry, I couldn't help but overhear. Can I offer a man point of view that might be helpful? Sure, Jackie said. Are you out of your damn mind? Dan asked. You are the third wheel. At some point, they are going to get tired of you, and you are going to get your heart broken. You just do not understand our relationship, Dan, Jackie said, lifting her chin. You are way too square to get any of this. I am sorry, but nature works a certain way, Dan countered. T-bone high. Bicycle belt, bon high. Noah Ark, high lions, high giraffes. It is not Lady and the Tramp with another tramp sucking on the middle of the spaghetti. Not helpful, Dan, Jackie said. I will make up my mind in the moment, and that is that. I think it is exciting, Darlene said. But if you change your mind, remember, no means no, and no. Darlene returned to Price Warehouse the next day, but instead of folding, she was hiding in a dressing room with her laptop. Oh, and I moved the mugshot of the week column to the front page so that it pops, she muttered to herself. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, Ben said over the phone. Hey, how are you able to do this at work? What are you doing? Harris's voice boomed from outside the curtain. Are you hiding in a dressing room? Darlene, are you in there? Busted, Darlene whispered to Ben. Later, she stepped out to find Harris and the store manager, Sheila, standing there. Hey, team, what are you guys doing here? Darlene asked weakly. Shouldn't you be working? You are responsible for your crew. Harris, Sheila said coldly. When they fail, you fail. And you fail, I fail. And I am this close to going to the managers' conference in Branson. 2 words. The Judds. Do you have any idea how bad this makes me look? Harris hissed at Darlene after Sheila walked away. You just got me in huge trouble. I am sorry, Darlene said. I had to finish this. It is really important. So is your job? Harris snapped. Hey, can't you just cover for me? Darlene asked. You know Bao and Yulan, I got you out of physical education in high school? If anybody had their period that many times in a single year, they would need a full blood transfusion, Harris countered. This isn't school, Mom. This is the real world. No, it isn't, Darlene said, looking around the warehouse. This is the 3rd ring of hell where you fold the same sweatshirt over and over for an eternity. You know, you are right, Harris said, her voice turning dangerously calm. You are way too good for this place. So I am going to save you the bother of coming in anymore. You are fired. What? Darlene asked, stunned. You cannot fire your mother. You are not my mother right now, Harris said. You are Darlene from Women's Apparel, and she sucks at her job. Don't forget to leave your vest on the way out. Oh, no, not the vest, Darlene mocked. Don't make me leave the vest. What will I wear to meet the queen? Meanwhile, at the fancy restaurant, Jackie, Ron, and Janelle were finishing their meal. That dinner was amazing, Jackie said. Right? The lobster was a little garlicky, don't you think? Janelle asked. It was, wasn't it? Ron agreed. Mince, everyone. Come on. Come on. How about some champagne? Yes, I will take a bottle, Janelle said. I will get it, Ron said, standing up. Thanks, honey. Janelle turned to Jackie. Oh, well, wow. The history of parsley. Well, you do Kong Fade you do every day. I guess you guys got started without me. Well, we started talking VE parsley, Ron explained as he returned. And as you can imagine, one thing led to another. Ron, I thought we agreed we were all going to do this together, Janelle said, her voice rising. I was just trying to break the ice, make Jackie more comfortable, Ron defended. Oh, no, don't worry about me, Jackie said, taking a long sip of wine. I have got a bottle of comfortable right here. I am Chila Noi Rang. I could have been in the room Kai Chung Ta, making Jackie more comfortable, Janelle said. We are all here to have a good time. Janelle, Ron insisted. That is great, Janelle snapped. When does my good time start? Ron and Janelle began to argue quietly but intensely. Hey, Ron, Jackie interrupted. If you kiss Janelle, we can all be even and start fresh. Maybe Ron is tired of kissing me, Janelle said. At least that is what he told the therapist. I didn't say tired of, Ron countered. I said it felt like work. Time to clock in, Ron. Janelle shouted. Start kissing Janelle. I do Kong Gi Janelle wants to be kissed, Ron muttered. I think Janelle wants to be mad. You know, Jackie said, trying to intervene, I was formerly Lanford leading life coach, and I have found what really helps in situations. You know, this isn't going to make you a man, Ron, Janelle interrupted. You failed at parsley, and you failed as a husband. Everything you touch dies. Well, I have been touching myself for Hai Muoi Nam, and I am Kong Chet. Ron yelled. I love Jackie. You love what now? Jackie and Janelle said in unison. Come on, Jackie, Ron pleaded. You feel it too, don't you? I think this would be a good time for me to get my swan and skedaddle, Jackie said, grabbing her bag. Take me with you, Jackie, Ron cried. No, not happening, Ron, Janelle said. I wanted a nice, old-fashioned threesome, and you had to go make it weird. Back at the Connor house, Harris was venting to Dan. I have to vent to somebody. Your sister is out of her mind. I only put up with it because she is a joy to be around normally. She completely disrespected me, so I had to fire her. She comes in, and she starts immediately screwing off, and she gets me in trouble. She does Kong Quan Tam that she is ruining my life. Well, she is horrible, Dan agreed. I thought you knew. Darlene walked in. You really think I am ruining your life? She asked Harris. We gotta talk. Give us a minute, Dad. Of course, Dan said, leaving the room. Don't try to blame this on me, Harris, Darlene said. You could have given me a couple more hours to finish the mock-up. You Chila Kong Hugh that I am an adult now, and this is actually my career. Okay, you want me to treat you like an adult? Darlene asked, her voice softening. Here is a truth I would never tell a kid. I am desperate, Harris. Please, we are all desperate, Harris dismissed. No, you do Kong Hugh. If Mark and I weren't here living with your grandpa, we would be on the street. What do you mean? Harris asked. You are starting that magazine up with Ben, right? You are going to be okay. But that may never happen, Darlene admitted. And this was my only shot at having some kind of future. Wow, I guess I didn't realize how bad it was, Harris said. I am sorry, Mom. Well, I appreciate that, Darlene said. But you already fired me, so it is too late. Oh, I am Kong Hoi Han. I fired you, Harris said. I am sorry I called you a bitch. No, you didn't call me a bitch, Darlene said. I did after you left, Harris admitted. The next evening, Jackie walked in. Hey, how did your date go last night? Dan asked. Did you make God cry with your triangle of sin? No, Dan, I did not, Jackie said. And you were wrong. They did not break up with me. They broke up with each other over me. I am so sorry, Jackie, Dan said. You are Kong Hoi Han as I am, Jackie sighed. I shaved places that were not meant to have stubble. EW, Dan said. Could light a match off my inner thigh, Jackie added. Ben burst into the room. Guess what? We are in business. Just got a call from the Garage Depot guy. He loved the mock-up and committed for Muay Hai months. Yes, this is amazing, Darlene cheered. She looked at Ben. But what did you do? What happened to my beautiful hairy woodsman? You know, I do have feelings in here, Ben said, touching his smooth face. Ah, Darlene said, reaching out to touch his chin. Oh, it feels like warm bologna that has been sitting in the sun. EW, Ben said, pulling away. Okay, just come on. Get it out of your system so we can all get on with our lives. Gross, Harris said, touching his face too. It is like the bottom of a foot. No, no, Darlene said. The softer part. It is like the flappy part of an old woman arm when she is waving goodbye. Okay, now Ben groaned. Dan, help me out here. Every man has the right to shave his own face, Dan said. I, for one, think it looks good. I got tired of looking at that alpaca backside anyway. Harris walked in from the kitchen. Hey, what are you doing here? Darlene asked. Aren't you supposed to be at work? I got fired, Harris said quietly. Oh no, Darlene cried. Wait, was it because of me? No, Harris said. Stupid robot replaced us all. Turns out he wasn't Chi La Quet-san. He was also secretly doing inventory and quality control. Are they still going to help you go to college? Dan asked. No, Harris said. Oh man, I am sorry, honey, Darlene said. Can I stay here tonight? Harris hoy. Yeah, of course, Darlene said. Hey, you know it is going to be okay, right? Cheer up. Look at Ben's face. It is funny, right? Looks like somebody stuck eyes on a ham. A couple walked into the bar area. Hey, Dan said. That couple over there wants to talk to you, Jackie. I am Chila Jup Du Thoy, so I do Kong Muon Din Dong Veo, Jackie said. Oh man, Dan said. I hope they didn't order the lamb goulash. I told Dwight to throw that out. No, they haven't ordered anything yet, Becky said. I do Kong Gi they are looking for the food. They have both been checking Jackie out. I think they are looking for a throuple. Oh darn, Jackie said. When you are in a small town, I guess everybody talks. Well, I know I told everybody who came in, Dan admitted. Come over there with me. The guy is wearing a giant cross. Might be a weirdo. They walked over to the table. May I help you? Jackie asked. No, I certainly hope so, the man said. But honestly, we are only looking for one other person. But we take high, the woman added. Well, I am sorry, Jackie said. I know what you may have heard, but I am really Kong Kon Lai Moti Fan Kwa Loi Song Du Nua. What about the boy? The man asked, pointing at Mark. Well, that is very flattering, Jackie said. But the boy is Kong Kwan Tom either. The end.